Ooh, that
Oh,
sounds so dodgy, and I lost you there for a second
I
on
lost
video.
you for a
You're back.
second,
You're back. I lost you for a couple of seconds on video, but you are back.
but I found you. Yes, we're back.
We're
We are
back.
back.
We are back. Good.
So, welcome to another episode of the Chocolate or Poo podcast.
Yes, another episode of Chocolate. I think this is 13, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
We've been holding this one for a while.
we have. We've been. Yeah, well, if it's a poo, you've been holding on to it for a while now. I tell you, there's a proper.
That was a poo pun, yes.
There you go. We should call it the Turtle Head episode.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we'll call it.
Been touching cloth for a while.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
to say is it's been a while. I mean, with COVID and everything, and me and you not being able to actually get this up and running, it's been a while. Like, yeah,
it has. It's probably been, gee, I'm trying to remember the last time we recorded an episode. It was definitely before Christmas. So you're talking the guts
yeah.
of 2 months, like.
What's it, 2 to 3 months?
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, that's just because
Oh,
January worst
yeah,
month ever had for fatalities because of COVID and
exactly.
everything. So
I was off for 2 weeks at the end of January, and sure, look, we've just had stuff on, and yeah, sure, COVID is just has turned into this massive thing again, and yeah, but here we are, we're back doing a Skype.
we're both parents. I mean, as well. So it's been hard. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it has. But I've had Jason on to me nearly every week looking for a new episode, so put that in your letter and post it, Jason.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, there you
Poop
go.
that out your arsehole and wipe it, Jason. Um, yeah,
Our lucky 13th. Yeah.
yeah. If I think it's number 13. I can actually have a quick look here on the phone and see. But
I'm
generally speaking,
12 on my podcast, my Podbean with you. So yeah.
oh yeah. Were you able to put that audio up I sent you? Actually,
Oh God,
it
what?
is. Oh no, it's episode. It is. It's episode 13. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
episode 13.
Put
Good
up
man.
the episode 10, 11, and 12 online there. So yeah, yeah.
Lovely.
We're
Oh,
gonna get vaccinated soon,
we
and we're
are. Yeah,
making finer things in life again. I think we should celebrate.
we should. We should have like the biggest blowout, the
Oh,
finer things. Yeah, we should get like fancy champagne. Um,
well, you
and
do realize neither of us have money, so let's kind of just fucking
yeah,
you know,
we could pretend it's champagne.
get Coca-Cola and chocolate bars. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
No, I just
it will. I know.
for anybody who's listening on audio, I'm the only one wearing a tie. It's
Yeah.
just you're putting in no effort. I mean, you're in
Oh, well, I
your
didn't know you were going to wear a tie, and then all of a sudden you answer the phone or answer the Skype, and you're on. You have a tie on you, and I'm here in my work clothes. In fairness, um,
well,
yeah,
I'm doing what people online are doing around the world. I'm presentable from here up. Pajamas from down here because just below camera shot, I am wearing pajamas. It's
no, you're not. You're wearing assless chaps. That's exactly what you're wearing.
how dare you? Do not judge my pajamas. They are, and I will wear
They
what
are incredibly comfortable.
I'm telling you. The only thing is just make sure the duvet doesn't ride up because you get a cool breeze blowing in from the rear. It's not fun.
Oh, I'd say so. Yes, chili cheeks. That's what we'll call you.
Chili cheek. There you
Chili
go.
cheeks.
He
There you
hasn't
go.
2 months. Hasn't lost.
No.
You've been having
Um,
with yourself in the mirror the whole time in the bathroom, haven't you? Just brushing your teeth every morning,
my
like.
pretty whites. So anyway, yeah, I haven't seen you in ages either.
Yeah, yeah.
Nate, so
You got transferred to.
it's
I haven't fucking seen you at all.
yeah, it's been strange. It's been a strange few, what, 3 weeks?
At least something like that, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing as well, though. Like, I mean, it's not like we could hang out and go for a beer after work or anything. Like, 'cause,
No, no,
yeah, we're
yeah,
still in the death spiral here. But yeah, it's been good.
we are. We sure are. And as you said there, we're getting we should be getting the vaccine soon.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
of our colleagues and ourselves have registered, and
But it's
uh,
fortunate that like the health service here has farmed out its its fucking IT to the lowest bidder because
yeah,
I registered for the vaccine, went to go edit my details, and it says to me, okay, edit your details, give me your PPS number and the whole lot, and
yeah,
I'm like clickety 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 click. filled out everything, hit next, and it goes, sorry, that PPS number is already registered. And I'm like, yes, it's me. I want to update my details, like put in where my doctor's office, and they're like, do you want to register? And I'm like, no, I've already registered. So it's just a complete disaster. I happened to the HSE said when I filled out a thing and I called their helpline, it goes, we will get back to you in 24 hours. That was 48 hours ago.
If you'd had a COVID test, you would have got a quicker result. You know?
I should go into work just coughing. I mean, but no, I'll probably be the last Nazi in the bunker who will get the shot in the end, because everyone else had no problem logging on.
Yeah.
Even our colleagues who don't know how to use their mobile phone properly were like, I logged onto that and updated my details. I'm the one they asked for IT help, and I can't fucking get the website to work.
I had a colleague ring me today from where you work looking for IT help. So, yeah.
Was busy, so yeah. So aside from me struggling with ridiculous technology, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been fine. Life is grand. It's just strange working where I am. I'm still getting used to it, but that could, as we've chatted to a little bit in the last couple of days, that also could be changing. In the next couple of weeks. Sorry.
Horizons.
Yes, but not too far. Like if things work out, I won't be moving too far, which is nice. It'll be very different, but.
Well, look, I mean, in Star Trek parlance, you're being given command of a fucking space station on the Cardassian border, but it's gonna be good. All right.
It's gonna be grand.
You'll have work.
It's nice to be able to walk to work. It's kind of odd, 10-minute walk. It's pretty nice, but
I only have an hour commute. It's fine,
Yeah.
That doesn't cost me much in the rising diesel prices that you see around you in the petrol stations lately. No,
absolutely no.
Yeah.
Little man is 2 full-time weeks now in the creche.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's been going good. No, we had to bring him home early there on Friday because he had a temperature. They rang and said that he had a temperature, and I think it was just teething. But he seemed fine. He was just very tired over the weekend. So we just gave him lots of cuddles and didn't let him sleep as long as he needed to and all that kind of during the day and stuff. And he's 2 days back now and he seems to be doing good. He had pancakes today for the first time. They sent us a picture of him with pancakes and chocolate all over it. So it's kind of cool. Yeah. It's the first time he's ever had chocolate.
My little fella's the same. The teething and you get the temperature from it. It's one of the sins of curses of life, I think.
Yeah. We've never had it though with teething. Like he's only had, that's the worst now he's been since he's kind of started. He already has 4 teeth, so we got lucky, I think. But so yeah. We're trying to build a house now as well, and that's nearly there. We drew down the first stage of our mortgage, which is exciting.
You take me out to dinner. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, a few dinners.
Well, you always buy me a PS5 either. I mean, I'm
How much would that set you back?
Huh?
How much would that set you back?
You're about 600-700 quid at least. Yeah.
Jeez.
Come on, you're flush with cash now. You're drawing down your mortgage.
Totally flush. Drawing down.
Your bags lately. It's great. Well, at least don't buy one for Jason. Just don't do that.
He's an Xbox man. Anyway, he doesn't like PlayStation, so.
I knew I didn't like him. He's an Xbox man.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Yeah, but I mean, I can overlook that. Me and you have been in the trenches together. I can overlook that.
Yes, this is true.
It's like when you smoke or something. You can kind of it's like being in a car with somebody who smokes cigarettes. You can overlook it because we're driving to the same destination. But
yeah,
it's when it's your friend. You're just like, no, I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh God. But the funny thing about it is that he used to be PlayStation, and I converted him to Xbox. And he'll say it wasn't me, but it was definitely me because I got Halo on Xbox, and I was like, "Oh, it's brilliant! It's brilliant! It's brilliant!" And a mutual friend of ours had an Xbox.
Yeah, it's the only thing I would ever miss that's not on the PlayStation is actually Halo. It's fantastic.
It's a savage game.
remember playing it on like the Xbox 360, and it was fucking brilliant. Like it was.
It is. It's class.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
brilliant.
And I remember when Halo 2 came out, I think I put a five, I think it was the Euro was out then at that stage. Yeah, it must have been. And I put a €5 deposit on it at some game place. I think it was an Uber, I think it was GameStop if it was open then. And I never went and got it. And Jason always slags me about that, saying, "Oh, do you remember you put a fiver on the deposit? You never went back." So there's a joke for you now. That Jason can be like,
They owe,
I get that.
they owe you money.
Ah,
They owe
they
you.
owe me money. Oh yeah, GameStop now, in fact, on Wall Street.
Yeah.
You keep breaking in and out. Like, I'm only gonna get half of what you say.
Oh yeah, that was mad. Like the money on Wall Street you were saying about GameStop.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's brilliant though. All the memes on Facebook and everything floating around about it. Oh, it's just gas. It's absolutely gas.
Yeah.
Half of it I don't understand because stock I don't get. But
I think what happened was like it was, let's say me and you were on the stock market, and it was what you basically do is you buy stock at 20 quid for off GameStop. Me and you try and buy as much of it as we can, because the more you buy, the higher the price goes up. And then all of a sudden, when it reaches like 40 quid, you try and dump it all as quick.
yeah,
And what was happening was there was guys that were deliberately not doing that. They were like, trying to keep the price going up and up. And the other guys were trying to short sell it, and nobody was buying it. And it was just, and then all of a sudden it fucking collapsed. And like, people lost their money. kind of,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. But all the bad people lost the money.
Well,
All the bankers and
who were trolling kind of lost a lot of money too.
sure look. Oh, I don't know. It's just.
I'm excited. I'm tonight. I was going to start that Hotel Cecil.
Oh yes.
How do you pronounce it? What is it?
They say. I think we say Cecil. Do we? They say Cecil. Americans say Cecil.
Cecil. Yeah. Okay. So it's Hotel. I was going to start it, but because it's Tuesday night, I was watching the latest episode of Snowpiercer.
Oh yes.
So
which I haven't started watching.
Oh, it's fantastic. Brilliant.
Is it?
Yeah. It's bloody. It's gory. It's brilliant. Like it's either that or watch Star Trek Discovery. Not watch Star Trek.
I think they were even talking about it in work. To be honest, I don't know. It was. I think it was the nursing staff where I work. If you remember who that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was talking about it.
Yeah, Snowpiercer is brilliant. Now it really is. It's actually
sounds like my cup of tea. In fairness, I just haven't gotten around to watch it. There is another show that a gentleman I work with now who knows you obviously quite well, and I'm just trying to find out who it is now. Hold on. Just along. It's a new show. It's out on. I thought it was on Sci-Fi, but I think it's on Sky now. It's called. Oh, it's a chap that was in. It's the chap that was in Dodgeball. He played the pirate, Steve the pirate. He's a brilliant actor. He was in Serenity as well. Firefly. Yeah. Resident Alien.
I've heard the name before. I just haven't looked into it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be very good. It's funny. It's about this alien who is pretending to be human and he's living life on Earth and the adventures he gets himself into and stuff. It's based on a comic. I saw a trailer for it. It popped up on my newsfeed I think it was on Facebook, and I looked at it. It looks really good. It looks very funny. But the chap that the mutual person we know, says it's very funny. So,
the only one that I thought it was going to be, and I'm after saying it now, and I can't remember. The Expanse.
Oh, yes, that's on Amazon Prime. I haven't never watched it. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be very good though.
I don't illegally steal TV shows off the internet ever.
Of course not.
I watch it on friends Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I pay for.
It's not like I'm winking or anything.
Millions and billions of GameStop money.
Yeah, it's not like I'm winking or anything. That's just a nervous twitch.
No, I've just got that thing pausing in your face or something, whatever that is.
You remember your man out of Blackadder, Captain Darling, with his.
Yeah, it's just that.
It's just that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've only watched it's on season 5 now, and I've watched 3 seasons of it, and occasionally, a video or two snippet will come up on YouTube in my recommendations, and I watch 30 seconds, and I'm like, no, I'm ruining it for myself. That's 2 seasons ahead. I'm not going to remember this shit. But the face actors in it were brilliant. They were just so awesome, and they were.
Yeah.
the guys were doing stuff, and your man presses the button. And he's like, no, you're spinning the ship too much, and it's just like just for too much. And the ship just started spinning, and it was just like fuck. And you realize, yeah, that would happen. It's not like Star Trek,
No, they don't have a sandwich. A toasted a piece of toast with butter on it. To
Oh yes,
change.
which way is up? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was brilliant. Oh, that was doing the rounds on Star Trek Facebook memes pages.
Oh, the Facebook meme pages are brilliant. Like,
Oh, speaking of, if you can see it is another question.
hold it right in front of your face.
Whether or not Nicola watched it is the other question. Well, no, she didn't. It was my birthday last week.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. And my godson sent me a little present. Who is living up in Cavan. He's the son of my other friend, David, little lad, who we talked about before. And he sent me this. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, a little Starfleet. Yes, the wooden spoon.
Yeah, it doesn't say Starfleet, though. It says Stirfleet, because it's the wooden spoon.
I'm sorry, I couldn't read the stir. It looks like
because it's reversed, isn't it? Is it?
No, it's correct for me. It's going this way, and it's but I just it's too blurry to
actually make it out. There you go, guys. For those who are listening on Podbean or Anchor, it says Stirfleet, and it has the Starfleet insignia on it. It's cool, isn't it?
If you hold it in front of your face, you're going to lose the camera. You may just hold it down there because it needs to be able to see your eyes. There you go. Perfect. Yeah. I can see it says STIR. Yeah.
There, isn't it? Yeah, it's very cool.
Your Quark mug.
Oh, I haven't ordered it yet. I think I will though.
Right.
Looks cool though, doesn't it?
It did actually, yeah.
It's the one he had, isn't it? That he made on the show.
It was. I think he just had quarks and something else, and then when you tip the cup, it sang like
Deadly. Oh, brilliant! Oh God, I love that show.
He put it on the Defiant as well in the replica.
Yeah, Worf went fucking ballistic, like.
The best meme I'm after seeing recently, and I didn't even take a screenshot of it to send to you. It's on one of those Star Trek pages that we both frequent. Was just Captain Sisko sitting behind the desk, and he's just looking stern, and it just goes. So I'm in command of a galactic gas station and strip mall.
I think you did send that to me.
I did.
No, you did. I saw it on the same page. I think I saw it yesterday. Yeah. That was a brilliant one. Oh.
In a fucking shopping mall.
Yeah, basically it is. That's what it is. Stuff.
It only hit me as well, like about 20 minutes before we started the call, that like Chief O'Brien, he's not chief engineer because there's no engine. That's why he's chief of station
operations. Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I think they have thrusters. Because remember, they had to move the station at the very beginning to get to the wormhole, so they could claim it for Bajor.
Yeah.
I think they were using thrusters, and they created I don't know if they created a warp field, but sure, that means they'd have to have a warp engine then. A warp bubble. Yeah. I don't know if they did or not. No, maybe they did. They created something anyway that let them move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I wouldn't remember off the top of my head now. I'd have to rewatch it. Yeah. It's something like that, though. But it was cool. No, you're right, though. They don't have any engines. They just have, like, thrusters or something.
So that's why he was chief of operations. It was brilliant.
Yeah. No, he's dead. He's one of my favorite characters. But do you know what? I have been listening to, and I've only listened to like 4 or 5 episodes. It's the two. I think we talked about it or I mentioned to you before. The Delta Flyers. Yeah, it's very good. It's really interesting. And the episodes are very quick because what they do is they have a lot of stuff on this website called Patreon, where you have to be a patron of them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and you get extra content. I'm not arsed doing that.
No, I mean I don't want to pay for stuff. I mean
it's fair enough, like, but I'll just happily listen to the free stuff, which is still really good, you know. I saw they put up on their Instagram page there that they're going to have your one that played Seska on as a special guest, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm yawning. To be honest with you, like, I mean, those guys, I know they're not acting anymore and everything else, so they're probably not making as much of an income. I mean, like, you get advertising. There's bound to be, if you do a successful enough show, you're going to get people watching it. You'll get advertisers. You'll get money per view. Then, I mean, that's. I mean, Patreon. a little tin cup to the world, and it's just like, come
I
on.
know. Yeah. Yeah, and they have like hoodies and stuff now, which look pretty cool now in fairness, and they have like mugs and things like that that you can buy as well on their website and stuff. But I'll just stick with listen to it for free. So um, yeah, but it's cool. It's interesting because you get kind of backstories with what it was like to shoot the show. What the other actors were like and funny stories and things like that. And yeah, it's I think it's really interesting. Now, it's kind of boring at times as well because they're talking like technical stuff and that. But yeah, it's fascinating. Like, it's cool.
Sounds pretty cool. I never got around to listening to them. I since you were the only person who educated me that you can actually listen to Spotify for free.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, Joe Rogan's gone to Spotify. Fuck Joe Rogan. I'm not listening. I'm not paying $8.99 a month to listen to this shit. And you're like, no, you don't. You don't have to pay money. You can actually
No.
just listen to Spotify for free on your phone. And I was like, really? Okay, well then I'm going to listen to Joe Rogan on Spotify.
I miss him so much.
Well, that's what I've wasted months. That's what I've been doing. Sorry, little rant keeps popping up on the tablet screen, and I'm like, God damn it! But I wasted months not listening to it. But then when I was like, well, now I can put my phone into my giant soup bowl mug as a amplifier, and I'm like, I put on my thing, and I'm like, I'm going to wash the dishes and cook the dinner, and I'm going to listen
Joe Rogan.
I'm going to listen to him pretending he's smoking tobacco in Texas, where tobacco is legal but nothing else is. Like, and him and his friend are in tinfoil suits that astronauts wear to survive in the wilderness, and the boys are like fucking sweating on for 45 minutes, and the other lads just looking at him like, yeah, totally.
The dream.
Yeah. I'm talking about aliens landing and shit. It's fucking hilarious. But at least I get to watch this stuff, and it's interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. And did they put the video up as well of it on Spotify? Some people do that. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
So there you go.
Lovely weather we're having lately.
Oh yes, it's been lovely rain. It's been soft and
it's piddling rain here. Actually, I can just hear it. Yeah.
It's not raining where I am now. It's actually fine, but it's been raining on and off.
Yeah, it has. I think one of the guys in the centre said that it's to snow next week again. Well, we didn't really get the snow last or this week, so or last week it was last week we were due to get it.
In Mayo and Donegal.
Yeah.
That's on the mountain. That's it. I mean, every time I go on the internet now, or on news on.
Yeah.
I have Google Irish News on my phone. It's like, there's going to be snow in Ireland. You click on it, it's like, yeah, we're predicting snow on a mountain, the west side of the mountain in Donegal. Don't tease me like that.
Don't tease me like that. You just want a snow day. You told me that. You just want to curl up on the couch in your fucking onesie or something.
You're fucking too right. I want a snow day. I want to look out and go, I can't go to work today. The government says pay me. I can't go to work today. Fuck you. And sit down and watch TV.
I think that would only work if it was a red, the red weather warning or something, isn't it?
A red alert snow day. I mean, that's what I want. Yeah, and I want the government to be able to say, well, we have to stay at home. You can have to pay them.
Were you working in the organisation that we work for the last time there was really bad snow? And how did it work with terms of your toil or whatever? We know what toil is. It's basically for everyone listening. It's the time you build up that if you work over, you can build it up.
I was
time owed in lieu, basically. That's what it stands for. TOIL, toil.
I was just told to go home, and I got paid for like a normal day.
Oh, that's not so bad then. Okay. Because I know some other people had issues with it. And the last group I worked for as well, they had major issues with trying to get their pay, which was kind of shite, but sure.
They tried to get me to go where you're going.
What?
They tried to get me to go to the place that you're being.
Oh, really?
And I was like, hang on a second, let me just get this out here for you there. So there's a little grease. It's a little rusty. I'll get the WD-40.
Well, there, I'll just.
I couldn't do that with 2 hands because I have.
Oh, there we go.
That's it. I couldn't do it because I'm holding the phone record on Podbean as well. But I was just like, yes, I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're absolutely right, bud.
Getting stuck there for 2 or 3 days. You can. Oh God.
Yes.
Especially considering.
Yeah, we can have.
Especially considering it would have been a different rate of pay and everything. I was like, no.
No, completely different. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to look up the news to see if there's any interesting tidbits. That's what we usually do, as well.
Spears documentary.
Which documentary?
A Britney Spears documentary.
Oh, Is there one coming out?
Yeah, it's supposed to be on either tonight or tomorrow, and it's like, the persecution of Britney Spears or something. I don't know. Okay.
Free Britney. It's Britney, bitch.
Exactly it.
I do have a level of sympathy for her. And then I saw there on some website that your man Justin Timberlake has come out and apologized for his white male supremacy is the wrong word.
Patriarchy.
Something like that, yes. How he used this, their relationship and their breakup to help his career and all the songs that he had about her and stuff. He said that it was wrong and stuff. Cry me a river, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
My God, yeah, his white male privilege.
Privilege, that's the word, not supremacy. Privilege.
You're a bastard, is all he is.
He really is, yeah. In actual fact, though, I really enjoyed one of his albums. I don't mind saying it was a very good album. I'm just trying to remember which one it was. It was one of the... Yeah, shut up. The picture of it was him standing in a suit and he was crushing a disco ball. I loved that album. It's fucking deadly. I just can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I just want to know who was working for him that thought, dude, this is the picture. You suit.
Timberland. That's who it was. Timberland and Timberlake.
There you go. There's the money shot right there.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll go with that.
I only just discovered, speaking of music, that there was I thought it was just a meme on like TikTok and everything else of this, these fucking women dressed like in fucking anime stuff with the pink hair and everything. And it was on YouTube as well, of this TikTok video. And like they're singing this song and it was just like, I was like, wow, what the hell is that from? So I Googled it, and it turned out there's a song about the porn star Mia Khalifa. And that's the chorus from it. And I was just like, what the fuck? But then I looked online on a website that I've sent you some funny pictures from.
Oh, yes, that website.
I'm sure somebody...
The dumpster diver.
The dumpster diver. And I'm sure somebody will, if anybody is listening to this, will probably be able to find the picture and know what I'm talking about. Some American fella wrote on a missile that was going to be dropped off an airplane the lyrics to the chorus to it, and I was just like, and it just was hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Pain for 3 hours in my life I have ever fucking had.
Worth it. Oh, a penny. Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. Oh,
penny.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Yeah, here's an interesting one. Gardaí given new powers to seize scramblers and quads.
I was listening to everybody talking about that on News Talk Radio this morning, and as I was driving into work, I'm not even going to do the voice impersonation because it's so discriminatory against the ethnic minority that live in Ireland. But by Jesus, you want that like horses and scrambler bikes are the only thing children have, and I was like, no, do they? It's the only thing that can keep them out of trouble is just horses and a fucking scrambler bike. How old is the child? 8. And I was like, well, probably something other than a fucking pieball horse.
Oh, God.
Could use it to entertain themselves with.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Where I live, you know where I live, obviously, there's a canal. And on a specific side of the canal, they just up and down. And I do be walking sometimes with little lad in the buggy. And it is very dangerous. Sure, what can the guards do? They fly off. They get onto some back road and they go around the back way. So they don't know where they're going. Do you know?
The guards should set up a thing where they get that stinger. You know that little metal thing, this spring.
Yeah, the spikes.
Yeah. Now I know that the 13-year-old on the scrambler doesn't have a helmet, but you knew the risks.
These are the risks you take. They might think of it as positive risk taking.
Oh, not running the death of children on scrambler.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. There was a lot of talk about it this morning. It was the talk of it was the topic of choice on morning commute, and I I nearly died And it was just
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. Some of the stuff I imagine that people were saying.
they sent out their intrepid reporter to these communities, and it was just the cornucopia of Irish accents that you could hear. It was just
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I used to live in Dublin what was it? It was near Bally. I always get confused. Is Ballymun near IKEA or is it Ballyfermot?
I don't know.
It was either one of them. I lived near it anyway. I lived in. Geez, do you think I can remember the name of the place? It's up. It's up on your way up to Dublin as you're going up the N7, and as you kind of heading toward Inchicore, kind of in there basically. And we lived in an apartment block, myself and David actually, in front of an estate where that's all they did. There was a big park in the middle of this estate, and all you would see all day long is these kids out in the middle of the evening, flying around in their quads, in their on these little mopeds and stuff, and nothing, just flying around. Sure, the cars can do nothing. And like you're saying, you have these people coming on saying, "Oh, sure, it's the only fun they'll have," and I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's probably not the only fucking fun they'll have.
No.
Yeah.
They can throw rocks at cars.
They could steal your car and burn it. I mean, there's
plenty of alternatives.
You're limited by your imagination. It's just
yeah, absolutely. Then I was listening to the
too. It's just
yeah, no.
Brilliant.
They were talking about on the news today at the thought of having vaccine passports for people that want to come in and out of the country and then obviously want to move around and stuff. I'm all for it.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
I don't like tourists anyway, but yeah.
Just stay away from me.
That's just my years of working in a fast food restaurant, and you get some fucking American who would come in and you'd have Papa John's pizza, and he goes, "Is that the same as in America?" And I'm like, "Well, hang on," and I hop on a fucking plane and find out.
Can you wait 2 days?
It's only a 12-hour flight to New York. I'll be right back. I had one dude come up to me because we used to do that full Irish breakfast at 8 a.m. And he came up. We had a plate now. It was proper sausages, rashers, the whole shebang, beans, everything, right?
Yeah.
Back up to me and he said, what's this? And it was black pudding, and I was like, it's black pudding. And he goes, it's blood sausage. And he's like, oh. And I was like, I took a lot of delight in telling him that it was like, oh.
Yeah.
Away from me. I'm getting minimum wage for this crack. Just go away.
I don't have enough, to be putting up with that kind of crack. Yeah, I remember I was down at Kerry with my family, and we were in some coffee shop. I think it was up the Ring of Kerry, and it was this lovely little coffee shop high up in the mountains, and you could tell that there was a group of Yanks beside us. You hear their accent, and one of them just walked over to us, put his arm on my dad, and said, "Enjoying your vacation?" And my dad just was about ready to just get up and lump him on the face, but. Now, in fairness, that would have been a severe overreaction from my dad, but it was just just go away. Why would you just randomly come over to some person that you don't even know and put your arm off with them and say, "Enjoying your vacation"?
This is why so many Americans get shot, because they do this to their own people.
By themselves, by each other.
Look, I don't know about the COVID passport. Maybe. I mean, but I think if we just give it 9-10 months, everybody gets vaccinated. Most of are you still there? Oh no, I think I've lost Kevin. He's frozen. Yes, I think we've lost him. I'm going to have to end the recording right there because we've lost him. Technical difficulties, malarkey. Well, look, it's been fun. That was another episode of Chocolate or Poo. Unlucky 13, it seems. And remember, don't forget to flush.
Can you hear me? Gone?
What happened?
Are you there?
Here, yes. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Am I unfrozen now?
You were frozen for a while, yeah. You just said we'll have to end it there and don't forget to flush, and I pressed stop, and you came back, and I was like, oh, record. So
oh my god,
we're back with a vengeance there, but yeah,
we sure are. And I was like, I'm still here, so I quickly played the ending music, so I pick it up on the video that I have, and then because I must have frozen your end because you were still going on my end. So look, Well, we're at 34 minutes.
Yeah, but just
Yeah,
finish your thought on the COVID passport, and then we'll not.
yeah. I think it's a really good idea. There was people saying, are we saying?
I was just saying, like, if we give it 10 months, everyone would be vaccinated,
Yeah,
and we could travel like normal without with a valid
you
vaccination
won't
pass.
really need it. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But I
like,
suppose they had these people talking, saying, "Oh, it'll infringe on people's right to move around and right to, it'll make people, what happens if people say, well, you need to show that to go back to work, you need to show that you've had the vaccine, and if people aren't willing to do that, it's an infringement on their civil rights and all this kind of crap." And people were texting into the show. I was listening to the last word saying that is complete nonsense. This is a pandemic. These type of situations are going to happen. They just have to get on board, or else they don't go back to work.
that's it.
Um,
This
yeah,
of like, it's my body. I don't believe in vaccines. Well, fucking die. Like, I mean, it's just get on with it. Like, I mean, the rest of
yeah,
us, like you said, the warning labels on bleach bottles. We just, no more warning. It's just, bleach is bad
yeah.
for you.
People, yeah,
It's like,
absolutely, yeah,
I don't know. I mean, they're talking about like, what was it? Israel has nearly it's
yeah,
plateaued though in Israel. They're struggling now to get people on board with vaccinations because they actually have a room dedicated with people on computers trying to fight fake news about
yeah,
vaccines.
yeah.
You're just like, how is this still a thing? I
I
mean,
know. Yeah,
what was it? You sent me a meme, and it was like, a scientist in the 1990s, we cloned a sheep. Scientists in the 2020s, the world is not flat.
I
And
know.
how does that happen?
Oh, did I send you that one about how if the flat earthers, if it was true, how the Japanese would have bombed her?
And you're just like, come on, come on. How do
uh,
this flat? I mean, how did they think vaccines will kill you? I mean, it's just
it's no, it's yeah, yeah.
then again, these are the same people who like. But you know what it is? You know what it is? I have a theory. It's the Americans. It's just the
Oh, it
Americans.
is. Yeah, it completely is. Yeah,
It's just them.
it is. Let's just leave them to look after themselves, and they will. You know, in some way, and then we're fine.
I
Yeah.
just want to go back in time with a time machine and find the first American politician who said, if we defund the Department of Education, we'll be able to get more votes. Because he was the one who started it all. He started making them dumber, and it just went downhill from there.
Stuff. Right.
Look, you're right. I've got 37 and 50 seconds on my clock here, so.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. It has been good to catch up.
It has. I've even, like I said, I wore a tie because it was a finer thing to actually
It
get back.
was a finer thing to do. I'll wear something similar to that the next time. Yeah, it's worked pretty well.
Yeah, I'm quite proud of it.
It is. No, it's good. We will do. We'll aim to do it again next week.
Yeah, and like I said, hopefully in the coming weeks we will both get vaccinated, and then we can actually just meet up and
it'll be safe to do so. Yeah, absolutely. Right, bud. So look, it's been great, and I will say it as again, everyone. Hope you enjoy the episode, and it has been another episode of the Chocolate or Poo podcast. And as always, don't forget to flush.